Hello friends, welcome to Insight Learners. So in this video we'll discuss about the Intuit coding problems. So in the last two videos we have discussed about the Intuit hiring process. So you can go to that, and if you haven't applied till now you can apply for that. So in this video we'll discuss about the actual coding questions that was asked in the Feb month. So already assessment has started, some are getting the mails for the assessment. So you can apply for that, and you can prepare on the same. So these were the exact questions which were asked. So there will be 3 coding problems. So one will be a simple one, other medium, and the high. So you can expect the coding questions and the SQL also. So 2 coding questions and then 1 SQL related. So you are supposed to write the query for that, and for the remaining 2 questions you are supposed to complete the method signature. So first we'll discuss about the first coding question, that is on the node disconnection. So for this problem you are supposed to use the dynamic programming concept in order to solve this. So the question is as: secure a compromised communication network by disconnecting all the nodes. So there will be a series of nodes by the lowercase English letters in a string, that is in a single operations. You need to disconnect the number of adjacent nodes that are of the same letter. So your task is that you need to determine the minimum number of operations which are required to disconnect all the nodes and make it a secure network. So for example, the string series equal to, so they have given the string AA BB AA. So you need to check first, you need to check how many number of operations are required in order to remove all these nodes and make it a secure network. So the adjacent nodes needs to be removed. So here the repeated words are BB and AAAA. So first task is you are supposed to disconnect the group B, that is BB. So when you disconnect, the remaining group will be 4A's. Then you are supposed to disconnect the remaining group, that is 4A's, and the number of operations which are required to do so is 2 number of operations. So this is the task to do. You can use the dynamic programming in order to solve this. So the function will be given. So you are supposed to complete the function, that is get min operations, which will have the parameter, that is S series, that is a series of nodes. So you need to return an integer, that is the minimum number of operations which are required to delete the entire series. So for this string, the minimum number of operations required is 2. So the output for this code will be 2. So this was the first coding question, and coming to the second coding question. So it's on SQL query. So it's related to cryptocurrency. Like in the dynamic world of cryptocurrency, analyzing the transaction volumes over specific periods, so it is crucial for both the investors as well as the finance analyst. So there will be a development team which is creating a report of the transactions for each cryptocurrency by the year 2023 you can consider. So this report, it should include the summaries of the total number of transactions and the total transaction amount for the year. So they have mentioned the result, it should include the following columns: the first column, that is name, and the second column, so the quantity one, that is the amount, and the total amount. So total transactions, the total amount in the series, and the total amount. So name represents the name of the cryptocurrency. So in the first column it should show the name of the cryptocurrency, and then the quarter amount, that is from 1 to quarter end of the quarter, that is the total transaction amount for the cryptocurrency in each quarter for that particular year. So suppose with 2 decimal places you have to display, so which includes the trailing zeros, like for example 500.00. so it should accept 2 decimal places, like 2 trailing zeros. And then total transactions is the total number of transactions for the cryptocurrency during that overall year, and then the total amount is the total transaction amount for that cryptocurrency during entire year, and it should also accept the 2 decimal places including the zeros, and the result, it should be sorted in the ascending order by the name. So they are going to give the input, the complete table will be given, and so out of that you are supposed to display the 4 columns only. The first column, which should be the name, second column the quarterly amount for each, like for the year, so each quarter how much amount is been invested for that cryptocurrency, that thing, and the third is the total number of transactions, and the total amount is the fourth column. So you are supposed to display all the details in the ascending order, that to ascending order by the name. So they have mentioned the result should be sorted in the ascending order by the name. You can use any of the query language you wish, SQL, MySQL, anything you can use for this programming question, for this SQL query. And the third question, so it's on pattern matching. So it is very simple. So like given an array of strings, you need to count the strings that contain at least one uppercase character, and you should display the result. So this is the array of strings which consist of the first word, the word 2, and the third word. So you need to return the result, that is the uppercase match uppercase function, which should return the output. So here if you go through this string, so in this you can see there is one uppercase letter in this, and in this we have W is the in the second string. If you traverse to the complete string, so the first string, that is W, is uppercase, and once you have to traverse the complete array and also each letters in the string. So for the first string, F and W is the capital letter. So for this string you can say 1, we have the which has at least one uppercase letter, you are supposed to return the count of that. So 1, and in this we have W as the capital letter, that is uppercase letter. So 2, and in the third string there are no any capital letters, so you can say 2 is the output for this, because there are in each of the in an array which contains 3 strings, out of which the 2 strings has uppercase letters, so the output should be 2. Similarly, in this suppose there is a series of inputs with the strings capital A, B, C, B, C, D, capital E, F, G, D, E, F, C, capital D, as well as E. When you go to this input, so you need to check the first string in the array, that is, so this has one uppercase letter, so you can display it as 1. Then B, C, D, there are no any uppercase letter. E, F, G, we have one uppercase letter, so 2, you can increase the count. Then D, E, F, it's a small letters, and C, D, E, here you can see there is one uppercase letter. So you can traverse the array completely, and you need to check each string. If you found the uppercase letter, so you can use the condition in order to check whether it's a small letter or the uppercase, lowercase, or the uppercase letter with the help of the ASCII range. So ASCII character range, you can check that. So when you are traversing to the string, if you find any uppercase letter, so if it ranges between that ASCII range, you can increment the count. So similarly, you can traverse to the end of the array and you can return the count. So this is the third coding question which was asked in the Intuit. So these are the 3 coding questions. So the first thing is on the DSA, some high level question, that is you have to solve it using dynamic programming, and the constants, everything will be provided. And the second thing, SQL query, and the third is the pattern matching, so the simple one. So these were the 3 coding questions which was asked in the Intuit. So if you are preparing for the Intuit assessment, so you can go to these coding questions. So you'll be getting a similar kind of coding questions, or the coding question may also repeat. So you can go to this and you can practice on the same. So these are the details about the Intuit coding problems. Do like the video, and if you need the complete question, then you can join the Telegram group. The PDF for this coding question, so it will be shared in that group, so you can practice for the same. Thank you friends for watching, and do subscribe our channel for more updates.